Hi everyone, I'm Miss Sam, and today we're going to learn how to use statues in your own home. Statues is a great way to explore setting or character in a story and helps little ones with self-regulation and personal space. So to get started with statues, all you need to know is that we are going to use the words freeze and unfreeze, or at home if you have a chime or a drum, that can also be used, or a hand clap once for freeze or twice for unfreeze. We want you to use observational language to comment on the choices that your participants are using as they are frozen as objects or characters or parts of a setting. All right, let's get started. You would explain to your young participants that today we are going to be frozen images, but yes, our chests will move because we still need to breathe even when we're frozen, and our eyes will blink because our eyeballs need to blink even though we're frozen images. But the rest of us will stay completely still. And then when we unfreeze, we go back to actor neutral, which is standing up nice and straight and tall, hands at our side, ears listening and ready to go. So for today, we are going to pretend we just read a story about a garden. And at this point, I would take suggestions from my students about what can you do in a garden, or what did they do in the garden in the story, and write those down on a board. And then choose one. So participants, we are about to go through our garden. And in our garden, let's get our hands dirty and let's dig a hole to plant our seeds. So ready? 3, 2, 1, start digging. And keep an eye on your participants. Make sure you're digging right at your carpet square or right where you're standing so we can see you. Dig, dig, dig. And freeze. And I see my participants are freezing and I'm commenting on what they're doing. Oh, I see a lot of participants that went down on a low level because they're actually digging in the dirt. I see some faces that are like, ooh, because they don't want to get their hands dirty. I see some happy faces because they like digging in the dirt. I see, oh, maybe someone's pulling up a worm. I see maybe someone's using a shovel with their hands. And unfreeze and back to actor neutral. So you can use statues as a way to assess what students remember from a story or a setting, as a way to get them familiar with a story or a setting. You could use it as a transition in between activities, or as a brain break to get their bodies moving. You can have the students move in role to explore a setting, as the characters, or through the setting of a story as their favorite superhero for fun. Some of the prompts that might be useful with this strategy are using vocabulary from a story. Again, where did the story take place? Let's walk through the tall grass, or let's walk through or swim through the ocean. Who was the main character in a story? Show me with your body what they looked like in the beginning of the story, using your face, using your hands, using your posture. And then what animals might you see in the setting? What animals might you see in the jungle or the desert or the ocean? And then activating those statues. So in the jungle, if there were monkeys in the jungle, you show me your monkey. And then we say, let's move as monkeys. So establishing the physical first and then letting it move through the space. Exploring seasons and weather patterns. So show me with your whole body what it feels like to be in the middle of summer. And 3, 2, 1, freeze. And unfreeze. And then inviting ideas from the kiddos, like we did with the garden book, what they remembered, and then activating what they said. And then exploring levels as relating to the story. So what happened on the low level close to the ground, what's in this middle level where we often live, and what's at a very high level, what happened way up here, maybe in the trees or in a tall building or in the sky. Thank you so much.